So my last save on the channel was an AC Milan save, Forza Milan. You can check it out. It's only about 25 episodes. I only played for 3 seasons, so it was the beta. There's one thing Milan is known for. It's that their ownership group has no patience with head coaches. They've had, and I have to go back and double check this real quick, like 7 coaches the last 10 years. They've had 2 coaches that didn't even last 8 games into the season. So, I kind of expect that to be the worst case scenario in terms of how you're judged by an ownership group, at least from my own personal experience. Now I'm at Jaén. That's pretty much all I can say. I have to go to the next screen to show you what's going on. So, let's get to that. My name's FM20. Welcome to Spain. I'm still the head coach. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, we're first in the league. We're 2 points clear of Antequera. And this is what kills me here. B+, to summarize, the board is delighted with the leadership qualities you are demonstrating. Notable criticisms. They're very disappointed about the 1-0 loss to Tordon Jimeno, which I get. They're unsettled by my lack of support, which I'm not quite understanding, because if I go to the team report, or if I go to... where the heck is it? Dynamics, and I go to hierarchy, nobody supports me, 5 players hate me. And, I don't know why. Transfer window-wise, we did okay. We got a little bit better, but that was more in an addition by subtraction sort of manner. But I did manage to bring in a lone player I had my eye on to help strengthen the squad. We've been hit by the injury bug, and I'll go over that in a minute. But this is what absolutely kills me. An F. Devastated with the results the team is getting on the pitch. We're first in the league. Come on, people. Yes, I lost 2 games. One of them should have been a draw. The other one, I think we lost fair and square. But still, an F? An F? What would it be if I was 20th? What would it be if I was the team we're playing today, Tor Porojal? I'm smacking the table. If that's coming through, I'm sorry. I did get a shock mount. Hopefully that's not coming through. If it is, I'll figure out a way to get that fixed. Transfer window is still open, but we're near the end. Let me get to where we are. We lowered our payroll budget just a little bit. But as a result, and I'm totally clicking on the wrong place here. Where am I going? Transfer history. Jeez. They've lowered our transfer revenue from next season. On the outs, Monty, who has been injured on and off and has never seen any playing time here, went on loan to CD Alcala. Andre Burnett and Oliver, who were youth players, both went out on loan. Dena and Villajoyosa. On the ends, Mohamed Mizian is a striker that I had my eye on earlier. 19 years old, 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. Plays a really good poacher, decent advanced forward. Solid fairly much across the board where it matters. 14 finishing, 13 first touch, 12 heading, 8 technique is kind of low, but, for this level of football, it's not bad. 14 off the ball is great. 14 determination is nice. Decision-making, composure, and anticipation, they're all good for this level of football. Physically, he could be better. He could also be a lot worse. He is going to get a decent amount of playing time because Jorge Vela has a thigh strain. He's out for at least 2 weeks. Jabalilo tore some list ligaments, so he is out for at least 2 months, I want to say. I mean, it says 3 to 6 weeks, and then you figure another week or 2 for getting back to match fitness. Miguel Martin has a cold. He's not playing today. As a result, it's a formation change, but it's one I've had in the books for a while, and it's one that we know fairly well. Not as well as our 4-2-4, but well enough to beat Tor Porojal, who are 19th in the league. And then we're playing CD Apollo, who are mid-table. Yeah, they're 9th. So, since we last played, we had the 2 back-to-back 1-0 losses. The Antequera one, we should have tied because Martin missed a penalty kick. The Tordon Jimeno one, they didn't even outplay us, really. We have 15 shots, 10 on target. They had 4 and 2, but they got the goal off a penalty kick. And then we had a friendly against Real Murcia, who absolutely thumped us, but they are a Division B team, I want to say, okay, I got to check this out real quick because I'm still not completely up to speed on this. If I go to Division B here, 2, 1, La Liga. Okay, so they're third division. They're a group above us, but they've got a decent squad. At least, on paper, it's better than ours. As I'm clicking all over the freaking place here. I'm sorry. I'm just upset by that F. It's just driving me up a freaking wall. So, in order to get past that, let's get our winning streak back on track. We went 16 games without losing. We've got 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 more games. Let's see if we can get a 16-game winning streak to end out the season. I swear, if I end up on anything but a C or better at the board, I'm going to lose my top. The other problem we're running into is I tried getting a bunch of loan players in, but almost all of them wanted the club wanted some sort of money. I lucked out in getting Mizian because he came for 100 pounds a week, or thereabouts. If I'm playing him, it's 150 pounds or something like that. So the board was happy covering it. The one thing I did discover, and I think, knock on wood, this lasts throughout the season, your player registration is very fungible. So as an example, Halilo's out, I have him in. Jorge Vela is injured, I have him in. But if I needed to, I could put them out and bring on players who I want to bring in. So in that regards, the 22 player limit is still a limit. It's a little bit easier to work around. The other thing that happened was the announcement came up about players being in the last year of their contract. And I went and I screwed up completely. I went to, who was it? Alberto Harris, or it was Juanjo Mateos. And you know what? Let me go to the other screen here. He's making 1.1K a week right now. I went to the contract thing. I tried offering the same thing, and the board dropped it down to 120 euros a week because of our current financial difficulties. So we need to get promoted. If we don't get promoted, the team is going to have a huge turnover this season, and that I could work with that. I really don't want to. So that said, I'm going to check the best 11, set my reserves, and we're going to come back for a match against Torre Parrojo in just a bit. Now, I'll be honest, if we weren't playing the team that's going to get relegated, most likely, that wasn't 19th out of 20 in the league, I don't know that I would be playing this formation. I'm playing it because I need to give my wingers a rest, and I'm playing it because I need to get some of my youth players on the field just to see how good they're doing. So we're playing our 4-3-1-2, De La Quezada in goal, Herrera, Clemente, Ramon, and Mateos as the defensive back four, Espinoza, Hernandez, and Marcelo as the midfielders, Juanca is the attacking midfielder, Ortega and Mizian up top as the strikers. Juanca actually came to me and said, your pep talks are really not all that good. You need to be easier on the youth squad, to which I'm thinking, I really don't do pep talks all that often. But, I'll do what I can. Gomez on the throw-in, out to Ortiz. He holds it up, back to Gomez. In the box, crosses it, Benjamin's there, off the post, off the crossbar rather. I have no idea what the hell that was. Get it out, guys. Maybe that's what I get for playing the youth players. Rodriguez sends it forward into the crowd. Cruz, nice first touch. Garcia, Tenuro, Ortiz got between the defenders, 1-1 with Calzada, and he blasted over the crossbar. Wow, dodged a bullet there. Barrera on the throw-in to Hernandez. Oh, he bounces the cross off, but Hernandez is going to run that down to Espinoza. Across the field to Mateos. He centers it. Marcelo's there, and he scored. That was nice. Wow, that was a good goal. We dropped down to second. We need Antequera to lose again, is what we need. I want to say, I'll have to go back and double check, but I'm fairly sure they drew, which is why we're now 2 points ahead of them. That was a good goal. You know what? We are going to praise the boys. Now we kick in. Oh, back and forth, and Clemente scores. That was nice. He's been a really good loan player. He has no intentions of signing here. If we get promoted and I can get him on loan again, I will. But if not, I'm fairly confident in my abilities to find someone just as good as, if not a little bit better than him. But I gotta be positive. You know, the board sure as hell isn't going to be positive for me. Oh, that pass gets knocked away by a Neuro. Cruz has it. Back up to Gomez. To Garcia. Oh, he gives it away. Ramon. Juanca. Espinoza. Up to Mizian, who got behind the defenders. He doesn't have help, but he puts it far post and misses just wide left. And that is halftime. 15 shots. 6 on target for us. 3 shots, none for Torperojo. Antequera, 2-0 lead. Oh, okay, that was the game getting caught up to what was actually going on. Antequera scored, which put us down. Espinoza from just outside the box, knocked back and forth and over the crossbar. We're going to make a couple of changes here. So, anyhow, Antequera scored before we did, which is why we dropped down to second. But now that we've scored and we're winning, we're back ahead of them. I've never seen that before. This says makeshift for a defensive left back. Not with a 5 marking and 5 tackling. That's just... wow. Okay. You know, we're going to switch back to our 4-2-4. We're going to bring on Armero and Vela and get Hernandez and Wonka off. And that is going to be it for now. Not a lot of highlights this second half. We're thoroughly dominating Torperojo, which I expected. Mateos to Marcelo. Sends it in. Knocked away. Espinoza, top of the box, tries dinking it, but he dinks it too hard. Goes over the crossbar. Mateos on the throw. Armero. Espinoza. Back to Mateos. Oh, he gives it away. Neuro heads it to Gomez. Taps it up to Catalan. Back to Gomez. Up. Into space. Ortiz ran between the defenders. Takes a shot, but he hits it on the side of the net. Half the team's uninterested, half the team's calm. Espinoza on a 9.0. Well done. That's a good win for us. We needed that. 22 shots, 8 on target. They're 6-1. Good win, boys. Well done. Everybody's happy. Wonka better be happy. And we are going to come back for the game against El Palo in just a bit. If anything happens between now and then, I'll cut in and let you know. Not a lot of activity during the week. Got a couple of players I have my eye on who are at the end of their contract, and actually Mizian is one of them. If I could sign him, that'd be great. I just don't have the money right now, so you know, fingers crossed. We'll have to see what happens. We are away at Deportivo El Palo, and we are playing our 4-2-4. De La Calzada in goal. Barrera, Clemente, Ramon, Mateos as the defensive back four. Espinoza and Harris as the midfielders. Armero and Marcello as the Why do I keep pronouncing it Italian? Marcelo as the attacking midfielders. Martin and Wonka up top as the strikers. Yeah, Antequera drew a game, which is why we're ahead of them. We won and they drew. And the neighbor dogs are going nuts. I expect George to be down here in a minute. 30 minutes in, absolutely no highlights until this one. Mateos to Espinoza, up into space. Juanca on the right, crosses it in, knocked away by Ferry. Espinoza to Barrera. Oh, dispossessed by Javalilo. Their Javalilo, not ours. He was fouled. Okay, Martin, if you miss this one, you are off penalty kicks. Unreal! Unreal! Juanca on the corner kick. And Rico saves it. Shit. Clemente up to Barrera. Drives forward. Over to Harris. To Mateos. Holds it up. Espinoza. Armero. Oh, off the post. That was a shot and a half. And there goes George. I've got like 4 players on yellow cards. I've got more players on yellow cards this game than I think I've had the entire season. Diego. Up to Javalilo. There, Javalilo. Dispossessed. Armero. Holds it up. Sends it to Espinoza. To Harris. To Espinoza. Back to Harris. And Harris gives it away. Ramirez for Apollo. Sends it up. Javalilo got behind the defenders. Centers it. I used to know how to curse in Spanish. I may have to learn again. Coco. And Calzada with a nice save. We practice some sort of set piece every week. We also practice goalkeeping. Some aspect of goalkeeping every week. Marcelo dispossesses Diego. Drives forward. Center it. Martin's there. We equalize right before the half. Well done. His 15th goal of the season. He's had one of those seasons where, frankly, it's kind of shocking he has 15 goals. I mean, I've seen him score them all. But the fact that he has 15 just kind of slips your memory. He's been a solid contributor for us. Which makes up for the fact he was on a 5-9 before he had that. And the goal got him to a 6-3. Woohoo! So halftime. The Martin missed penalty is really going to hurt us. Capitan scored for El Palo. We are even. And absolutely nobody liked my pep talk. I got 2 players on yellow cards. Why does it seem like I have 4 players on yellow cards? Unless it's them as well. No, we just got the 2. Ramirez on the throne to Jabalillo. And flipping around. I'm going to take Wonka off and bring on Moha. Bring Moha to go there. To go there. Mark the top. Confirm the changes. Rico. Juanilo. Capitan. And they score. Second there, I thought it was going to be another foul on Mateos. It's not that El Palo's a bad team. They're like mid-table, so they're definitely a good team. We should be better than that. We're going to get Clemente off and bring on Lucero. I got to bring Romero on as a fullback. I need to get the guys with the yellow cards off. If I go at least another player down, we're completely up a creek. Calzada to Ramon. Dude. Jabalillo. Jeez. Espinoza dispossesses him, though. That's nice. Armero. Drives forward, crosses it. Martin's there. Nice first touch. And he gives it to Harris. Kind of, sort of. Ramon. Up into space. Medina gets the ball, though. Diego. Back to Rico. Bombs it forward for Juanilo. Romero, however, knocks that down. Harris. Back to Romero. Up to Marcello. To Martin. Takes the shot wide left. Yeah, we're just giving the ball away. Lopez. To Pina. Okay, if the board wants to give me an F for this game, I'd argue for a D. I really don't want to see this. Just a horrible, horrible all-around performance. I know I said I'd talk about the spreadsheet, but frankly, it's a really nice day. It's actually Super Bowl Sunday. My team is actually playing this afternoon. And I'm not doing a heck of a lot else, and frankly, sitting down and figuring out macros and codes is not something I really want to do right now. And frankly, this late in the season, I don't think it's going to matter. It's something I could do for next season, though, the schedule. Because I still haven't figured out everything behind the schedule in terms of the formatting and stuff like that. Calc is having issues with... Calc is going beyond having issues. It's having subscriptions. Ah, good grief. Do we come back for Antequera? Yeah, we'll come back. It'll be a short break. Antequera and Amira. So I'll be back in maybe an hour, and we'll go from there. Jeez. The guys are they're not falling off a cliff per se, but holy cow. That is just not cool. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We have to figure it out. Otherwise, I'm stuck at the 4th division of Spanish soccer. Although, if I get stuck again this year, I may actually have to find a job in the 4th division of French soccer. Anywho, we'll come back for Antequera. And we need to win that game. If we don't, we are really paddling uphill without a canoe, for lack of a better, for messing up a saying. If you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM20.